in a quaint little town nestled amidst towering mountains and picturesque landscapes. A group of lifelong friends found themselves yearning for adventure and escape from the monotony of their everyday life. Their names were Alex, Sarah, Mike, and Emily. Bound by a shared love for nature and a thirst for exploration, they hatched a plan to embark on a thrilling hiking trip in a remote forest known as Whispering Pines. As the sun painted the horizon with vibrant hues of orange and pink, the four friends gathered at their favorite local cafe. Over steaming cups of coffee and excited chatter, they meticulously planned their journey, poring over maps and trail guides. They dreamed of immersing themselves in the embrace of nature, leaving behind the hustle and bustle of the city for a while. Alex, the fearless leader with a perpetually adventurous spirit, eagerly shared tales of the mesmerizing beauty and enigmatic aura that surrounded the mysterious Whispering Pines. Sarah, the nature enthusiast with an infectious zest for life, couldn't contain her excitement, already envisioning the awe-inspiring sights and sounds that awaited them. Mike, the jokester of the group, added a touch of levity, reminding everyone of the wild stories they had heard about the forest's mystical inhabitants. Emily, the introspective dreamer, relished the opportunity to escape into the tranquility of nature, yearning for moments of solitude amidst the towering trees. With maps, camping gear, and a sense of anticipation, the group set off early one crisp morning. Their spirits soared as they embarked on a winding trail, guided by the rustling leaves and the gentle whispers of the wind. As they walked deeper into the forest's embrace, a symphony of bird songs and the earthy scent of moss filled the air, heightening their senses and igniting their wanderlust. The forest seemed to beckon them, its ancient trees standing tall as guardians of a forgotten realm. Rays of sunlight filtered through the canopy above, casting ethereal patterns on the forest floor. Each step resonated with excitement, as if the forest itself was eager to reveal its secrets to these intrepid travelers. With every passing mile, their friendship grew stronger, nourished by shared laughter, heartfelt conversations, and the joy of rediscovering the beauty of the natural world. They marveled at the vibrant flora that adorned their path, mesmerized by the vibrant hues of wildflowers and the delicate dance of butterflies. As evening approached and the sun began its descent, the group found a cozy clearing to set up camp. They kindled a crackling fire, its warm glow illuminating their faces while they exchanged stories and roasted marshmallows. Underneath the vast expanse of stars, they felt a deep connection to each other and the wilderness that surrounded them. Little did they know that their journey had only just begun. Unbeknownst to them, the forest held ancient tales and whispered secrets, awaiting their arrival. Within the heart of Whispering Pines, an adventure awaited. A journey that would test their bonds, challenge their fears, and lead them to discover the extraordinary wonders hidden in the shadows. As the night sky stretched above them, the friends settled into their sleeping bags, their hearts filled with anticipation for the mysteries that awaited them in the depths of Whispering Pines. Little did they know that their lives were about to take a thrilling turn, as the forest's whispers would lead them on a path they never could have imagined. In the early morning light, as the world awakened with a soft golden glow, the group of friends gathered at the trailhead, their spirits alight with excitement and anticipation. They stood at the threshold of adventure, their hearts beating in sync with the rhythm of the wilderness. Backpacks snugly fitted, hiking boots laced tight. They exchanged animated grins and enthusiastic words, their voices harmonizing like a symphony of eagerness. The crisp air filled their lungs, energizing them as they set foot on the path that beckoned them forward. The forest stood before them, an untamed canvas of emerald green, its towering sentinels reaching towards the heavens. Sunlight filtered through the gaps in the foliage, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor. The rustling leaves whispered tales of ancient spirits and hidden wonders, inspiring a sense of reverence within the adventurers. Their footsteps fell in perfect rhythm, creating a symphony of crunching leaves and gentle footfalls. Nature's orchestra surrounded them. The trill of songbirds, the gentle murmur of a nearby creek, the rustle of small creatures scurrying beneath the underbrush. It was a harmonious melody that merged seamlessly with the beat of their eager hearts. As they ventured deeper into the wilderness, the trail wove like a meandering river, leading them through moss-covered rocks and over babbling brooks. Each twist and turn offered a new vista, an ever-unfolding panorama of breathtaking beauty. They paused at scenic overlooks, drinking in the sweeping vistas that stretched before them, their eyes feasting on nature's masterpiece. With every passing step, the air grew infused with the scent of pine and earth, a fragrant elixir that invigorated their senses and sharpened their awareness. They reveled in the tangible connection they felt with the natural world, as if the forest itself welcomed them with open arms. Laughter danced through the trees, echoing like joyous notes in an ancient woodland symphony. Each friend contributed their unique voice, blending harmoniously as they shared stories, jokes, and dreams. Their camaraderie flourished, fortified by the shared adventure that unfolded with every step. As the day wore on, the sun began its descent, casting a warm, golden glow that bathed the forest in a soft, ethereal light. Shadows lengthened, intertwining with the roots and ferns that adorned the forest floor. The anticipation in their hearts intensified, for they knew that the true magic of the forest would soon awaken under the cover of night. With the setting sun as their guide, they quickened their pace, eager to find the perfect spot to set up camp. Their footfalls quickened, creating a percussive rhythm that mirrored their growing anticipation. The forest seemed to hum with a subtle energy, as if the very trees were alive and pulsing with excitement alongside them. Finally, they reached a clearing bathed in the fading light, where a circle of stones awaited them. The friends gathered, their eyes sparkling with wonder and anticipation. They set up their tents, their hands moving with practiced ease, creating a haven amidst the wilderness. As the campfire crackled to life, its dancing flames casting flickering shadows around them, the friends huddled close, their faces illuminated by its warm glow. They shared a meal, the flavors mingling with their laughter, and shared tales of past adventures. The air buzzed with an electric energy, an intangible sense that their journey was just beginning. As darkness descended and stars began to twinkle above, the friends settled around the campfire, their hearts pounding in time with the rhythm of the night. They knew that the true enchantment of the forest awaited them, ready to unveil its mysteries and secrets. With eyes shining and their camaraderie was a symphony of friendship, each note complementing the other in perfect harmony. Like the interplay of instruments, they seamlessly weaved their stories and experiences, their connection unbreakable. With every laugh shared, their voices intertwined like melodies, rising and falling in a melodious cadence. They delighted in inside jokes and playful banter, their camaraderie lifting their spirits higher with each passing moment. Their bond was forged through countless shared adventures, both triumphs and tribulations. Like a well-rehearsed duet, they instinctively knew when to support one another, offering a shoulder to lean on or a listening ear. They navigated life's challenges together, their unwavering support creating a chorus of strength and resilience. In the face of obstacles, their unity shone brightest. They leaned on each other, creating a harmonious balance, each friend offering their unique strengths and perspectives. Like a symphony conductor guiding a performance, they guided and uplifted one another, their shared bond becoming the foundation for their collective strength. Whether it was a challenging climb up a steep mountain or a moment of vulnerability shared around the campfire, they stood as pillars of support. Their unwavering loyalty and trust formed the backbone of their friendship, a constant rhythm that carried them through the ebb and flow of life. In the heart of the wilderness, their camaraderie was amplified, its resonance echoing through the trees. They moved as one, a synchronized dance of steps and laughter, their connection unbreakable. Each friend was a vital instrument in this ensemble, their individual melodies blending together to create a symphony of camaraderie. Through the highs and lows, they celebrated each triumph and comforted each other in moments of defeat. They shared dreams and aspirations, their voices blending together to form a chorus of encouragement. With every beat of their shared experiences, their bond grew stronger, resonating with an unspoken understanding that only true friends possess. As the night deepened, they gathered around the crackling campfire, its warmth mirroring the love and support that enveloped their circle. Their stories intertwined like melodies, weaving a tapestry of shared memories that they would carry with them always. In the darkness of the night, their voices rose, singing songs of friendship and gratitude. Their laughter echoed through the forest, a joyful crescendo that embraced the stars above. They cherished these moments, knowing that their bond was a rare gift, an enduring rhythm that would carry them through the symphony of life. Together, they were an unstoppable force, their friendship a symphony of love, trust, and unbreakable bonds. As the night air swirled around them, they reveled in the beauty of their connection, their camaraderie an everlasting melody that would play on, resonating in their hearts forever. Into the depths of the forest they ventured, their footsteps resonating with a steady rhythm against the earthy ground. Each stride brought them closer to the heart of untamed wilderness as they embraced the rugged beauty that unfolded around them. Tall trees with their majestic crowns reaching towards the heavens formed a verdant canopy overhead, filtering rays of sunlight into dancing beams. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and moss, a fragrant symphony that greeted their senses with every inhale. Leaves crunched beneath their boots, adding a percussive layer to their harmonious journey. The path before them, a labyrinth of tangled roots and hidden rocks, tested their agility and resolve. Yet they moved forward with unwavering determination, their spirits unyielding in the face of nature's challenges. Birdsong filled the air, their melodies blending with the whisper of a gentle breeze that rustled through the leaves. The symphony of nature surrounded them, a chorus of life in which they were mere players, in awe of the grand performance unfolding around them. As they ventured deeper into the forest's embrace, the foliage thickened, creating a lush tapestry of green. Delicate ferns unfurled like intricate lace, while wildflowers painted the forest floor with bursts of vibrant color. The friends couldn't help but pause, their eyes drinking in the breathtaking vista that lay before them, a canvas painted by nature's brush. They traversed babbling brooks, their crystalline waters weaving through the undergrowth like shimmering ribbons. Their gentle murmur harmonized with the symphony of the forest, as if the streams themselves were adding their melodic voice to the ensemble. Occasionally, rays of sunlight pierced through the dense foliage, casting ethereal patterns on the forest floor. The interplay of light and shadow created a chiaroscuro effect, emphasizing the contrast between the vibrant greens and the dark recesses of the forest. It was a dance of beauty and mystery, captivating the friends with every step. Nature's inhabitants revealed themselves in fleeting glimpses. A squirrel bounding across a fallen log, a deer silently observing their passage from a distance. They felt a kinship with these creatures, as if they were all part of a grand tapestry woven by the hands of the wilderness. The friends marveled at the resilience of nature, witnessing towering trees that had withstood the tests of time and weathered countless seasons. They traced the gnarled patterns etched upon ancient trunks, each knot telling a tale of survival and endurance. They felt a deep reverence for the power and majesty of the natural world that surrounded them. Hours melted into minutes, and the friends moved further into the heart of the forest, their steps becoming a part of the rhythmic pulse of the wilderness. They became attuned to the subtleties of their surroundings, the delicate brush of ferns against their skin, the distant call of a hidden bird, the gentle sway of branches in the wind. As they journeyed deeper, the forest embraced them like a protective cloak. It cocooned them in its wild embrace, immersing them in a world untouched by human hands. They reveled in this untamed beauty, surrendering themselves to the raw power and tranquility that only nature could offer. In this deep, dense forest, the friends found solace, inspiration, and a connection to something greater than themselves. It was a testament to the enduring beauty of the natural world, a rugged symphony of sights, scents, and sounds that etched itself into their souls, forever binding them to the enchantment of the wilderness. As the friends ventured further into the heart of the forest, a serene tranquility settled upon their surroundings, enveloping them in a sense of isolation. The bustling world they had left behind felt distant, fading into the background like a distant echo. The dense foliage formed a natural barrier, shielding them from the sights and sounds of civilization. It was as if they had entered a realm untouched by the hectic pace of modern life, where time moved at its own leisurely rhythm. The air hung still and hushed, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves and the soft whisper of the wind. The symphony of nature played its melody in gentle undertones, carrying with it a soothing lullaby that calmed their racing thoughts and quieted their restless soul. Their footsteps, once a steady rhythm, now seemed to merge seamlessly with the peaceful stillness that enveloped the forest. The crunch of leaves beneath their boots became a whispered murmur, as if the forest itself was urging them to tread softly, to embrace the serenity of their surroundings. Birds glided through the canopy above, their songs echoing in the vast expanse of silence. The gentle trickle of a nearby stream provided a melodic backdrop, like a gentle chorus flowing through the tapestry of tranquility. It was a symphony of solitude, a composition that resonated deep within their beings. The isolation they experienced was not one of loneliness, but rather a connection to something greater, a moment of respite from the demands and distractions of the outside world. They reveled in the absence of ringing phones and blaring sirens, finding solace in the simplicity of nature's whispers. With every step, the friends felt their worries and burdens dissipate, replaced by a profound sense of peace. The towering trees stood as silent sentinels, their branches outstretched in a protective embrace, as if guarding the secrets of this secluded sanctuary. The sense of isolation allowed them to truly be present in the moment, to savor the beauty of their surroundings without the distractions of modern life. They paused to admire delicate wildflowers that dotted the forest floor, their vibrant colors a gentle contrast against the earthy tones of their surroundings. They marveled at the intricate patterns of sunlight filtering through the canopy, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. Time seemed to slow, its relentless march giving way to a timeless embrace. They basked in the stillness, each breath carrying with it a sense of rejuvenation and clarity. In this tranquil isolation, it found a sanctuary for reflection, introspection, and connection with the natural world. As they ventured deeper into this secluded haven, the bond between the friends grew stronger. Their conversations became more intimate, their laughter more heartfelt. They shared stories, dreams, and aspirations, their voices blending harmoniously with the whispers of the forest. In the isolation of the wilderness, they discovered a profound connection to themselves and to each other. It was a moment of pure serenity, a respite from the noise and chaos of the outside world. Amidst the tranquility and isolation, they found solace, peace, and a deeper understanding of the power and beauty of nature's embrace. Yet amidst the tranquility and isolation, subtle hints of unease began to weave their way through the fabric of the forest. Shadows lengthened, stretching like grasping fingers as if whispering secrets of the unknown. A chill wind swept through the trees, causing the foliage to shiver and sway. It carried with it a faint rustle, an unsettling melody that stirred a sense of caution within the friends. They exchanged glances, their eyes reflecting a shared awareness that something beyond their comprehension lingered in the depths of the forest. The once soothing symphony of nature took on an eerie tone. The songs of birds became sporadic, interrupted by long stretches of silence that seemed to hang in the air. The gentle trickle of the stream grew faint, as if it too held its breath in anticipation. As they continued their trek, they noticed subtle changes in their surroundings. The lush greenery that once embraced them now seemed more oppressive, its density closing in around them like an ancient secret unwilling to be revealed. Twisted branches reached out like gnarled fingers, casting grotesque silhouettes on the forest floor. An occasional snap of a twig echoed through the silence, causing them to startle and cast anxious glances into the shadows. Their footsteps, once steady and confident, now faltered as uncertainty seeped into their hearts. They couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that unseen eyes peered at them from the depths of the forest. The sunlight, once a comforting presence, now struggled to penetrate the thick canopy above, casting the forest into an even deeper gloom. Shadows danced, forming eerie patterns that seemed to shift and twist, playing tricks on their senses. A sense of foreboding settled upon the group, their unease growing with each passing moment. They exchanged whispers, their voices hushed as if not to awaken the slumbering secrets that lay hidden in the depths. Goosebumps prickled their skin, a visceral response to the invisible presence that seemed to brush against their very souls. Nature's symphony, once harmonious, now took on dissonant notes. The cawing of a distant raven sounded like an ominous warning, while the howl of the wind sent shivers down their spines. It was as if the forest itself was trying to convey a message, a cryptic language of unease and unseen dangers. Their pace slowed, their once eager strides replaced with cautious steps. The camaraderie that had buoyed them earlier now carried an undercurrent of apprehension. They clung to each other, seeking reassurance in the face of the growing unease that surrounded them. As darkness began to descend, the forest transformed into a labyrinth of shadows, each twist and turn concealing potential perils. Their flashlights pierced the darkness, revealing glimpses of the unknown, only to be swallowed again by the insatiable blackness. Unseen rustlings and distant whispers stirred the underbrush, like a chorus of secrets being shared just out of reach. The friends felt the weight of the forest's mysteries pressing upon them, a heavy fog of uncertainty that tested their resolve. In the midst of this subtle unease, they pushed forward, driven by determination and an insatiable curiosity. But deep down, a seed of fear had taken root, cautioning them to be wary of the hidden dangers that lurked in the shadows, waiting to be unveiled. Little did they know that their journey into the heart of the forest would reveal more than they could ever fathom. The unease they felt was just a prelude to the mysteries that awaited them, secrets that would challenge their perceptions and force them to confront their deepest fears. As the sun sank beneath the horizon, casting the forest into an inky darkness, a cloak of suspense descended upon the friends. The fading light painted eerie silhouettes among the trees, their branches stretching out like skeletal fingers, reaching for the veil of night. The once familiar paths now seemed twisted and distorted, their outlines fading into obscurity. Shadows danced and swayed, their movements imbued with an otherworldly energy. Every rustle of leaves, every crack of a branch, amplified the sense of trepidation that gripped their hearts. The chorus of nature had transformed into a symphony of uncertainty. The night air grew heavy, carrying with it a scent of damp earth and an intangible tension. Their breaths came in shallow gasps, as if each inhalation carried the weight of the unknown that lurked just beyond their vision. Their flashlights pierced the darkness, illuminating only a fraction of the enigmatic landscape. The narrow beams revealed gnarled roots and gnawed trunks, casting eerie shadows that seemed to twist and contort with their movement. The friends exchanged anxious glances, their eyes searching for reassurance in the faces of their companions. The forest seemed alive with hidden whispers, their voices barely audible above the rustling leaves. It was as if the very essence of the forest conspired to keep them off balance, to test the limits of their courage and resilience. Each step became a gamble, a leap of faith into the unknown. A gust of wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it a chilling breath that sent a shiver down their spines. Goosebumps prickled their skin, a visceral response to the unknown dangers that lurked in the enveloping darkness. Every nerve in their bodies was on edge, heightened senses attuned to every creak and groan that reverberated through the forest. Imagination played tricks on their minds, conjuring phantoms in the depths of the shadows. Their hearts raced with each flicker of movement at the periphery of their vision, their eyes darting nervously from one point to another. The forest had become a labyrinth of uncertainty, a maze of hidden terrors that awaited their misstep. Time seemed to stretch, elongating each moment into an eternity of suspense. The symphony of their own breathing and the rapid beat of their hearts drowned out the distant sounds of nature. Their voices hushed to whispers, as if afraid to disturb the delicate balance between the known and the unknown. But despite the mounting fear, their determination persisted. They pushed forward, their steps measured and cautious even as the darkness threatened to engulf them. With each passing moment, their resolve grew stronger, a defiant flame in the face of the encroaching shadows. The night became a character of its own, a silent antagonist that challenged their mettle. It was a test of their trust in each other, their reliance on their bond and shared experiences. They clung to the thread of hope, determined to unravel the mysteries of the forest and find their missing companion. In the depths of that dark forest, suspense hung thick in the air, mingling with their quickened breaths and racing thoughts. The night held secrets that only the bravest could uncover, and the friends steeled themselves for the trials that awaited them. They would not be defeated by fear. They would confront the darkness head-on, driven by the hope of finding answers and the strength of their unwavering camaraderie. As the friends pressed deeper into the heart of the forest, an unsettling unease settled upon them like a heavy mist. The air grew thick with an intangible tension, as if the very fabric of the forest held its breath in anticipation of some impending darkness. The once familiar sounds of nature now took on a sinister edge. Branches whispered secrets as they brushed against each other, their murmurs carrying a sense of foreboding. The wind whispered eerie melodies through the trees, their haunting nose sending a shiver down their spine. Strange shapes seemed to materialize at the corners of their vision, only to dissolve into the shadows when they turned to look. A disconcerting feeling of being watched crept over them, like unseen eyes peering from hidden recesses, observing their every move. The forest itself seemed to shift and morph, its boundaries blurring as if to confound their senses. Paths that once seemed familiar now led to unfamiliar destinations, as if the forest itself was toying with their perceptions, guiding them deeper into its enigmatic depths. The symphony of night creatures took on a discordant tone. The hoot of an owl carried a mournful echo, the scurrying of nocturnal animals sounded like hushed whispers, and the distant howl of a predator sent a chill down their spines. Nature's melodies became a symphony of unease, a cacophony of hidden dangers. The underbrush rustled with unseen movements, the echoes of footsteps that seemed to mirror their own. Imagined or not, the presence of another presence in the forest sent a wave of unease coursing through their veins. They clung tighter to each other, seeking comfort and safety in their unity. Their flashlights revealed twisted forms and distorted shadows, playing tricks on their minds. The once majestic trees now appeared menacing, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal arms. The forest seemed to constrict around them, closing in like a predator ready to strike. An inexplicable sense of dread washed over them, like a wave crashing against their resolve. The hairs on the back of their necks stood on end, a primal instinct warning of imminent danger. They couldn't shake the feeling that they were teetering on the edge of something malevolent, a force that lay just beyond their perception. With every step, the unease grew, a knot of anxiety tightening in their chests. Their gazes darted nervously from one shadow to another, searching for answers they could not yet comprehend. Each sound, each movement heightened their sense of vulnerability, amplifying the sinister undercurrent that pulsed through the forest. A sense of impending doom hung in the air, as if the forest itself held a dark secret it was unwilling to reveal. They couldn't shake the feeling that they were being drawn deeper into a web of darkness, entangled in a narrative that was not their own. As the night wore on, the unease became a tangible presence, permeating their very beings. It whispered to them in the rustling leaves. It whispered in the chilling wind, and it whispered in the chilling wind, and it whispered in the depths of their souls. Something sinister lurked in the shadows, waiting to be unveiled, and the friends were left with no choice but to confront the darkness that loomed before them. As the group of friends continued their journey through the foreboding forest, a sense of unease permeated the air, their nerves already frayed by the lurking shadows. Suddenly, a chilling realization struck them like a bolt of lightning. One of their companions was missing. They halted in their tracks, their eyes scanning the surroundings with growing panic. A deafening silence descended, broken only by the erratic thumping of their hearts. Each face wore an expression of bewilderment, their minds struggling to comprehend the abrupt disappearance. They called out their friend's name, their voices trembling with a mix of fear and desperation. Echoes carried their pleas into the void, but there was no response, no sign that their missing companion was within earshot. It was as if they had been swallowed by the very fabric of the forest, erased from existence. A search ensued, frantic footsteps disturbing the tranquility of the night. They fanned out, combing the immediate area for any trace, any clue that could lead them to their friend. But the forest offered no answers, its secrets guarded with an impenetrable silence. Time seemed to distort, elongating each moment of uncertainty. Minutes felt like hours, their worry and anguish deepening with every passing second. Each step they took felt like a gamble, as if they were teetering on the edge of an unknown abyss. Questions swirled in their minds, intertwining with a growing sense of dread. How could their friend vanish without a trace? Was it an accident or something more sinister? The forest seemed to hold the answers, but it remained stoic and unyielding, a silent witness to their mounting desperation. Fear etched lines of worry on their faces as they contemplated the possibilities. The shadows that once whispered secrets now seemed to leer at them, their forms morphing into menacing shapes that played tricks on their senses. Every rustle, every flicker of movement sent their hearts racing with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. As they regrouped, their eyes met, mirroring the anguish and uncertainty that gripped their hearts. In the midst of their panic, they realized that they were not alone. There was something sinister at play in this enigmatic forest, something beyond their comprehension. With a renewed determination, they resolved to uncover the truth, to find their missing friend and confront the mysteries that lay in wait. Clinging to the fraying threads of hope, they ventured further into the unknown, driven by a relentless pursuit of answers. The forest, now transformed into a labyrinth of questions, seemed to mock their efforts. The night closed in around them, thickening with an oppressive weight. Yet they pressed on, fueled by their bond and the unyielding belief that they would find their companion, no matter the cost. In the darkness, a sense of urgency propelled them forward. They scanned every shadow, every nook and cranny, for any clue that could guide them. The forest whispered its secrets, but they had yet to decipher its cryptic language. The disappearance of their friend remained an unsolved puzzle, a haunting mystery that fueled their determination. The unknown dangers that lurked in the shadows became secondary to their unwavering quest to unravel the truth. Their journey had transformed into a desperate race against time, a battle against the forces that conspired to keep their friend hidden. As they delved deeper into the depths of the forest, they knew that the stakes were high. They would not rest until they uncovered the truth behind their friend's vanishing act. With every step, the mystery deepened, drawing them into a web of intrigue and danger that threatened to consume them. Their hearts pounded in their chests, their breaths quickened with a mix of trepidation and determination. They would not be deterred by the unknown, for their bond and their friendship had forged an unbreakable resolve. Together, they would face their deepest fears and push the boundaries of their own courage, all in the name of finding their missing companion and unraveling the secrets that the forest held so tightly. The remaining friends, fueled by a mixture of fear and determination, embarked on a frantic search through the labyrinthine forest. Their steps were quick and purposeful, their eyes scanning every shadow, every crevice, in a desperate quest for any sign of their missing companion. Their voices echoed through the dense foliage, calling out their friend's name with an urgency that pierced the night. Each plea carried a desperate hope, a plea to break the silence that enveloped them. But the forest remained stoic, holding any clue that could guide them. Their search led them down winding paths and over fallen logs, their hearts pounding with each passing moment. Anxiety coiled tightly in their chests as they braved the unknown dangers that lurked in the depths of the forest. Every rustle, every distant sound set their nerves on edge, amplifying their determination to find their friend. Their flashlights cut through the darkness, illuminating the forest in stark beams of light. Each flickering shadow teased their senses, playing tricks on their minds and feeding their growing unease. They pressed on, their camaraderie driving them forward, refusing to succumb to the ever-present fear that threatened to consume them. With every passing minute, the weight of uncertainty bore down upon them. Questions swirled in their minds, tormenting their thoughts. What had happened to their friend? Were they injured, lost, or something far more sinister? The possibilities loomed like specters in their imagination, and yet they refused to succumb to despair. Their footsteps quickened, their pace becoming more frantic as time slipped through their fingers. Panic mingled with hope, creating a tumultuous storm within their hearts. They scoured every inch of the forest, their eyes scanning for any hint, any sign that could lead them to their missing companion. In the depths of their search, they uncovered traces of their friend's presence. A footprint in the mud, a torn piece of clothing snagged on a branch. Each discovery fueled their determination, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the growing darkness. Their calls became more fervent, their voices echoing through the stillness of the night. They refused to give in to the suffocating weight of uncertainty. The forest whispered its secrets, taunting them with cryptic riddles and enigmatic signs, but they persisted, driven by a fierce loyalty and an unyielding bond. Time blurred as the search continued, their energy waning but their resolve unwavering. Exhaustion gnawed at their bones, yet they pushed on, their determination guiding them through the inky blackness. Their minds were consumed by a singular purpose: to find their friend, to bring them back from the clutches of the unknown. And then a faint sound pierced the night, carried on a gentle breeze, a whisper, a call for help that reached their ears. Hope surged within them, their hearts racing with renewed vigor. They followed the sound, their steps quickening as they closed in on the source. And there, amidst the shadows, they found their missing companion, disheveled and disoriented, but alive. Relief washed over them like a tidal wave, sweeping away the weight of fear and uncertainty. They embraced their friend, their bonds stronger than ever, their unity a beacon of light in the midst of darkness. The forest had tested them, challenged their courage and resilience, but their unwavering friendship had prevailed. Together they had faced the unknown, confronted their deepest fears, and emerged stronger on the other side. With their companion found, they made their way back through the forest, retracing their steps with a newfound sense of gratitude and purpose. The mysteries that had shrouded the forest remained, but they carried with them the knowledge that their friendship could overcome any obstacle, even the darkest secrets that whispered in the midnight tales of the forest. As the group of friends navigated deeper into the heart of the forest, their initial excitement and anticipation gave way to a growing sense of fear and vulnerability. The isolation and unfamiliarity of their surroundings began to weigh heavily upon them, casting shadows of doubt upon their once unshakable camaraderie. The dense foliage pressed in around them, creating an oppressive atmosphere that made it difficult to breathe. The air seemed heavy with unseen threats, each rustle and whisper amplified into a chilling symphony of apprehension. Their footsteps echoed through the silence, a constant reminder of their presence in this desolate realm. The once vibrant beauty of nature now appeared twisted and menacing, The towering trees loomed like ancient sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, ready to snatch away any semblance of comfort or security. Every step felt like an invitation to the lurking dangers that lay hidden in the shadows. Unease seeped into their bones, as if the forest itself was a sentient entity taunting them with its enigmatic secrets. They couldn't help but feel like intruders in this realm, trespassers in a world that did not welcome their presence. The forest seemed to whisper its disdain, its secrets swirling in the wind, a constant reminder of their vulnerability. Their senses became hyper-aware, attuned to every flicker of movement, every strange sound that pierced the eerie silence. Each crack of a twig, each distant hoot of an owl sent shivers down their spine. Their eyes darted nervously from one shadow to another, their mind plagued by imagined dangers lurking just beyond their line of sight. The encroaching darkness heightened their anxiety, transforming the once familiar surroundings into a labyrinth of uncertainty. Shadows danced and swayed, playing tricks on their vision, distorting reality into a nightmare of shifting forms and distorted shapes. The absence of light cast doubt upon their surroundings, fueling their growing fear. Their steps became hesitant, their movements cautious, as if they were tiptoeing through a minefield of unknown perils. They clung to each other, seeking solace and reassurance in their fragile unity. But the cracks in their resolve were becoming more apparent, their brave facades eroded by the relentless assault of fear. Whispers of doubt crept into their conversations as they questioned their decision to venture into this unforgiving wilderness. Each misstep, each wrong turn magnified their sense of vulnerability, leaving them teetering on the edge of an abyss of despair. The forest, once a playground of adventure, had transformed into a haunting labyrinth that preyed upon their deepest fears. The weight of their situation bore down upon them as reality sank in. They were lost, vulnerable, and alone in this wilderness that showed no mercy. Their supplies dwindled, their energy waned, and the gnawing hunger in their bellies mirrored the emptiness within their heart. But amidst their fear and vulnerability, a glimmer of resilience emerged. The realization that their only way forward was to confront their fears head-on. They steeled themselves, drew upon their diminishing reserves of courage, and pressed onward, determined to find a way out of this treacherous maze. With each step, their fear mingled with determination, creating a potent brew of emotions that propelled them forward. The harsh reality of their situation only served to fuel their resolve, as they clung to the hope that they could overcome the adversities that beset them. As they confronted the unforgiving wilderness and faced the depths of their own vulnerability, they discovered a wellspring of strength they never knew existed. In the face of overwhelming odds, their friendship grew stronger, their bond unbreakable. And so, with hearts filled with both fear and resilience, they trudged through the forest, their footsteps echoing with a determination that defied the darkness. They were not defeated. They would not surrender to the whispers of fear. For even in their most vulnerable moments, they remained steadfast, ready to confront whatever trials lay ahead. As the group of friends continued their arduous journey through the foreboding forest, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Strange occurrences began to unfold around them, casting an eerie shadow over their already tenuous situation. Whispers, faint and ethereal, carried on the wind, caressed their ears like secrets spoken in hushed tones. The forest itself seemed alive, its every rustle and creak pregnant with an otherworldly presence. They exchanged nervous glances, uncertainty etched upon their faces as the boundaries between reality and the supernatural began to blur. The air grew heavy with a peculiar energy, tingling their skin and raising the hair on the back of their necks. Shadows danced and swirled, taking on peculiar shapes that defied logic and played tricks on their senses. Was it their imagination or something more sinister at play? Unexplained phenomena punctuated their journey. Strange lights flickered among the trees like distant stars fallen to earth, beckoning them further into the heart of the mystery. Whispers turned into disembodied laughter, echoing through the dense foliage, filling their hearts with a mix of curiosity and trepidation. Time itself seemed to warp within the confines of the forest. Minutes stretched into hours, and hours into an eternity of uncertainty. The sun's feeble rays struggled to penetrate the thick canopy overhead, casting an oppressive gloom that further deepened the sense of mystery and foreboding. They stumbled upon peculiar symbols etched into tree trunks, their intricate patterns hinting at an ancient knowledge far beyond their comprehension. Leaves rustled and swirled in unnatural patterns, as if guided by unseen hands. Animal cries took on an otherworldly resonance, sending shivers down their spines. Their once steadfast courage wavered as they grappled with the inexplicable phenomena that surrounded them. Doubt gnawed at the edges of their minds, threatening to erode their resolve. Yet, even in the face of the unknown, they pressed on, their curiosity outweighing their fear. As the forest grew darker, the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural blurred further. Strange apparitions appeared at the edge of their vision, elusive and enigmatic, leaving them questioning their sanity. Shadows elongated and twisted, taking on grotesque forms that seemed to leer at them from the depths of the underbrush. Their footsteps faltered, their nerves stretched to the breaking point, but they refused to succumb to the overwhelming sense of unease. They clung to their friendship, their unwavering bond a beacon of solace in this twisted realm. Together, they braved the unexplainable, unraveling the layers of mystery that the forest held. Every step forward carried them deeper into the heart of the enigma, closer to the answers they sought. They yearned to uncover the truth behind the strange occurrences, to peel back the veil of the supernatural and unearth the secrets that lay dormant within the forest's ancient soul. With each passing moment, the line between reality and the ethereal grew thinner, as if the forest itself was a gateway to a realm beyond mortal comprehension. Their hearts quickened with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation, for they knew that the answers they sought could challenge their very understanding of the world. And so, with bated breath and eyes wide with wonder, they delved further into the depths of the forest, ready to confront the chilling secrets that whispered in the midnight tales of this haunted realm. The group of friends, driven by an unwavering determination, pushed deeper into the heart of the mysterious forest, their resolve unyielding in the face of the unknown. Each step was laden with a mix of fear and curiosity as they sought to unravel the secrets that shrouded their missing friend and the supernatural forces that seemed to grip the forest. As they ventured further, the unsettling environment amplified their individual fears and personal demons. The forest became a mirror, reflecting their inner struggles and darkest insecurities. Shadows whispered of their deepest regrets, and the rustling leaves seemed to carry their hidden doubts on the wind. Each member of the group confronted their own internal battles, their vulnerabilities laid bare amidst the haunting atmosphere. Sarah, haunted by her fear of abandonment, found herself constantly looking over her shoulder, convinced that something sinister was stalking her from the shadows. Michael, burdened by guilt from a past mistake, couldn't shake the feeling that the forest was a living entity, punishing him for his transgressions. Amy, wrestling with her own self-doubt, felt an overwhelming sense of insignificance in the face of the vast and unknowable forces that permeated the forest. Amidst their personal struggles, they stumbled upon subtle clues and encountered eerie phenomena that hinted at the presence of supernatural elements. Strange symbols carved into tree trunks appeared more frequently, their cryptic meanings beckoning them to decipher the hidden truths within. Faint whispers in forgotten languages floated through the air, leaving them with a sense of awe and trepidation. They crossed paths with ethereal beings, half seen and fleeting, who seemed to observe their every move with ancient, knowing eyes. Unexplained phenomena intensified, as if the forest itself conspired to reveal fragments of its enigmatic nature. Leaves levitated and danced in midair, defying the laws of gravity. Glowing orbs of light guided them through treacherous paths, their illumination both comforting and unnerving. Their encounters with the supernatural deepened their conviction that their friend's disappearance was no mere accident. A greater force was at play, one that defied their comprehension. They delved into ancient folklore and whispered legends, piecing together fragments of forgotten tales that hinted at an otherworldly presence within the forest's depths. With each clue unearthed and every encounter with the supernatural, their determination grew stronger. They embraced their fears and confronted their personal demons, for they knew that only by facing their own vulnerabilities could they hope to navigate the treacherous labyrinth of the forest and find their missing friend. Together, they vowed to uncover the truth that lay hidden within the supernatural tapestry of the forest. They forged onward, guided by their shared bond and a collective longing for answers. The forest whispered its secrets, tantalizingly close yet maddeningly elusive. But they pressed forward, unyielding in their pursuit, knowing that the answers they sought lay just beyond the threshold of their fears. In the depths of the forest, where reality intertwined with the supernatural, they would find the truth that awaited them. The forces that haunted the forest would reveal their intentions, and the group of friends would stand united, ready to confront whatever malevolent presence awaited them. With every step taken and every secret unveiled, their determination grew, their resolve unwavering. For they knew that only by unraveling the mysteries that whispered in the midnight tales of the forest could they hope to find their friend and bring an end to the darkness that enveloped them. The stakes grew higher as the group of friends ventured further into the heart of the forest, their resolve tested to the limit. They stood on the precipice of the unknown, their courage a fragile shield against the encroaching darkness that surrounded them. Treacherous terrain lay before them, challenging their every step. The forest seemed to shift and morph, creating new obstacles and twisting paths that defied logic. Hidden traps and snares lay camouflaged in the undergrowth, waiting to ensnare the unwary. Every decision they made carried the weight of life and death. As they pressed on, the encounters with supernatural forces intensified. Malevolent spirits materialized, their ethereal forms taunting the friends with their eerie presence. The air crackled with energy, charged with a sense of impending doom. Each step forward felt like a dance with the unknown, as if they were mere pawns in a cosmic game of fate. The tension among the remaining friends heightened, their nerves frayed by the relentless assault of danger and uncertainty. Trust, once a solid foundation, began to crack under the weight of paranoia and suspicion. Every noise, every flicker of movement sent their hearts racing and their minds spinning with doubt. Amy's eyes darted from one friend to another, unable to shake the nagging feeling that one of them was not who they appeared to be. Michael's gaze held a flicker of fear, his suspicions clouding his judgment and causing him to question the motives of those around him. Sarah, once the pillar of strength, found herself second-guessing every decision, the weight of responsibility taking its toll on her. Psychological tension gripped their every interaction, their words and actions laced with underlying doubt and fear. Each member of the group grappled with their own demons, and the strain threatened to tear their fragile unity apart. In this crucible of fear, they had to confront not only the supernatural forces that lurked in the shadows, but also the darkness that resided within themselves. The forest seemed to feed on their collective paranoia, playing tricks on their senses and amplifying their deepest fears. Whispering voices echoed through the trees, sowing seeds of doubt and sowing discord among the friends. Shadows loomed larger, morphing into grotesque forms that mirrored their innermost terrors. Yet, in the face of mounting danger and internal strife, they found strength in their shared goal and the unbreakable bond they forged. They realized that unity was their greatest weapon against the encroaching darkness. Trust, though tested, became a lifeline that held them together amidst the chaos. With every step forward, the danger escalated. Supernatural obstacles stood in their path, testing their resolve and challenging their very existence. Vicious spirits materialized, their malevolent intentions clear as they sought to torment and hinder the friends' progress. They fought tooth and nail, relying on their wits and the flickering flame of hope to overcome each supernatural trial. The forest itself seemed alive with malice, shifting and twisting to trap them within its clutches. Ancient trees swayed ominously, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers to snatch at their souls. Pools of darkness appeared, threatening to consume them whole, while ethereal whispers urged them to abandon their quest and surrender to the abyss. Yet the friends pressed on, their determination unwavering. They braved the treacherous terrain, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and resolve. With every challenge faced, their bond grew stronger, forged in the crucible of danger and uncertainty. In the face of the unknown, they found strength they never knew they possessed. Their individual fears and doubts melted away in the crucible of adversity, replaced by a steely resolve to find their missing friend and defy the malevolent forces that sought to keep them apart. For within their collective spirit lay the power to face the darkest depths of the forest and emerge victorious. In the heart of the unknown, where danger and uncertainty reigned supreme, the friends stood united. Their trust, battered but unbroken, became the beacon that guided them through the labyrinth of the supernatural. And as they faced the unknown forces at play, they knew that their shared courage and unwavering friendship would be their greatest weapon in this battle against the shadows. The moment of truth had arrived. The remaining friends, their resolve steelier than ever, stood on the precipice of revelation. They had braved the treacherous forest, confronted their deepest fears, and faced the unknown forces that had tested their limits. Now, it was time to uncover the dark secret that lay at the heart of the friends' disappearance and the enigmatic connection to the forest. Guided by fragments of clues and a deep intuition, They followed the trail that led them deeper into the forest's labyrinth. Ancient trees stood sentinel, their gnarled branches reaching out as if to guard the truth they held. The air grew heavy with anticipation, as if the forest itself held its breath, waiting for the secrets to be unveiled. And then they stumbled upon it, a hidden clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center stood their missing friend, clad in tattered clothes, but with a flicker of recognition in their eyes. The truth unfolded before them, a tapestry woven with strands of darkness and revelation. Their friend spoke, their voice laced with sorrow and regret. They revealed the haunting secret that connected them to the forest, a pact made long ago, a desperate bid for power and immortality. In their pursuit of forbidden knowledge, they had become entwined with the very fabric of the supernatural realm that now held them captive. As the tale unraveled, the friends realized that their own fears and struggles were intricately linked to their friend's plight. The forest, a living entity, had preyed upon their vulnerabilities and exploited their weaknesses to maintain its grip on their friend's soul. But in this moment of revelation, the friends found solace in their unity. They refused to let the darkness consume their friend's spirit, vowing to break the cycle and free them from the forest's clutches. Together, they mustered their collective strength and devised a plan to confront the source of the mystery, the ancient entity that thrived on the fear and anguish of those who dared to enter its realm. Armed with newfound determination and a deeper understanding of their own resilience, they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, guided by their friends' knowledge and intuition. The final confrontation awaited them, a battle between light and darkness, between the relentless grip of the supernatural and the unwavering spirit of friendship. In a climactic showdown, they faced the ancient entity, its form shifting and contorting as it sought to break their resolve. But they stood firm, fueled by their shared bond and an unyielding belief in their own strength. They summoned courage from the depths of their souls, fighting back against the oppressive darkness with a ferocity that surpassed their own expectations. With every strike and every act of defiance, they weakened the entity's hold on their friend. The forest trembled, its malevolent power waning in the face of their unwavering determination. And finally, as the dawn's first light broke through the thick canopy, the entity succumbed to the strength of their collective spirit, dissipating into the ether. The friends emerged victorious, their mission accomplished. The forest, once a place of mystery and danger, now stood as a symbol of their triumph over adversity. They found themselves forever changed, having confronted their deepest fears and overcome the forces that threatened to consume them. In the aftermath, they gathered in the clearing, basking in the newfound lightness that filled the air. They reflected on their harrowing journey, recognizing the growth and resilience that had bloomed from their shared experiences. They had not only found their missing friend, but had also rediscovered the strength within themselves to face any challenge that lay ahead. With a renewed sense of purpose, they made their way out of the forest, leaving behind the secrets and shadows that had haunted them. They carried with them the lessons learned and the unbreakable bond forged through their trials. And as they walked back into civilization, their hearts filled with gratitude and a profound understanding of the power of friendship. They knew that their midnight tale in the forest would forever be etched in their memories, a reminder of the strength that lies within, the courage to face the unknown, and the unyielding power of camaraderie. Months had passed since the friends emerged from the depths of the haunting forest, forever changed by their harrowing ordeal. They had returned to their ordinary lives, but the impact of their shared experience lingered like a phantom presence in the corners of their minds. Each friend had embarked on a personal journey of reflection and growth, seeking to reconcile the lingering echoes of fear and uncertainty with the newfound resilience they had discovered within themselves. Sarah, once plagued by the fear of abandonment, found solace in the supportive network of friends that had stood by her side. She learned to trust in the enduring bonds of friendship, realizing that even in the darkest of times, she was not alone. Michael, burdened by guilt, took it upon himself to make amends for his past mistakes. He dedicated his time and resources to helping others, determined to use his second chance to bring light to those touched by darkness. Amy, grappling with self-doubt, emerged from the forest with a newfound confidence. She embraced her own strengths and talents, finding purpose in helping others conquer their own fears and navigate through the shadows that life inevitably casts. Their missing friend, forever marked by their journey, had found peace and closure. Though the scars of the forest's grip remained, they had discovered a newfound appreciation for the fragility and preciousness of life. They carried the weight of their experience with grace, inspiring the friends to cherish every moment and to live each day with renewed purpose. In quiet moments of solitude, the friends often found themselves reminiscing about their time in the mysterious forest. The haunting whispers and ethereal encounters had left an indelible mark on their souls. The memory of the ancient entity, the dark secrets, and the uncanny beauty of the forest would forever dance at the edges of their thoughts. And in those moments, as they gazed into the depths of the forest within their memories, they were reminded of the enduring power of friendship. The forest had tested their bonds, pushed them to their limits, and yet it had ultimately strengthened their resolve to stand together against the encroaching darkness. The mysterious forest, though left behind physically, continued to exist as a metaphorical presence in their lives. It reminded them of the fragile balance between light and shadow, the unknown and the familiar. It served as a constant reminder of the power of human connection and the strength that could be found in unity. As the years went by, the friends moved forward, carrying with them the lessons learned and the imprints of the midnight tale they had shared. Their lives took different paths, but the bond they had forged in the face of adversity remained unbreakable. And so, the mysterious forest lived on within their memories, a reminder of the enduring power of friendship, the haunting nature of the unknown, and the unwavering spirit that could conquer even the darkest of forces. As the story drew to a close, readers were left with a lingering sense of the enigmatic forest and the profound impact it had on the lives of those who dared to enter. The tale was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring strength that can be found in the unbreakable bonds of friendship. And as readers closed the book, they were left with a lasting appreciation for the mysteries that lie just beyond the threshold of understanding and the enduring power of friendship in the face of darkness.